Hey guys, it's Sheepy, and welcome back to another video. I am so excited. Welcome to the new 150 plus new faces that have joined the channel in the last week and a half. My name is Sheepy. I make videos on TF2 trading, and I might touch on CSGO in the near future, but I would love to know and reach more of you, so if you want to hit me up over Discord, Twitter, or even Steam, and let me know in the comments section what is your favorite TF2 class. I loved hearing where you guys came from and watching these videos. It was just really eye-opening to hear different islands, European countries and continents, and United States. It was just really awesome. So let me know what your favorite class is. I'd love to get to know you more. With that said, I would love to tell you the story of how I scammed a scammer. I know, it's a bit of a different title. About 6 months ago, right before I sold my Unusual, I had an Unusual that I would tend to get a lot of random ads from different people. This was before I had a ton of subscribers, and I would get a lot of different random ads that would be people interested in buying my Unusual. And usually they would offer CSGO keys, CSGO knives, they would offer any price, and it was always pretty sketchy because you would know by checking their Steam rep that they were a scammer, and if they were likely a scammer, they had a report on them, and you could check out the reports. Usually it was impersonation, it was OP skin type of scam, or something revolving around verifying the item to making sure it was not quote-unquote duped, which isn't a real thing, by the way. So this was a very interesting time where I had a lot of different interactions with scammers, but there was one interaction that stood out among all of them. Around November, December, somewhere in there, right before I sold my Unusual, I had someone add me. Now usually when this process happens, they add me and they instantly reply and they instantly ask for OP skins or something along those lines. And they don't tend to have great English because they're from a different country, not even playing TF2. So they're not even familiar with the game other than the items are effectively worth money. And so they added me, they said, hey, I'm interested in your Unusual, I will offer whatever price you want. I said 450 keys, they said 400 keys, and I said 401 keys, and I thought at this point they'd block me, but they actually said yes. So I was like, okay. And then they said, we need to verify this trade before it's taken place because I want to make sure you're not a scammer with a Valve or Steam rep employee. That's what it was. And so they sent me the username and profile of this fake Steam rep employee that at first looked very real, and then when I checked the account, it turned out to have a private inventory, and I learned that this guy was indeed fake, because no Steam rep employee has a unprivated inventory and a private, partly private profile. It's not usually how they work, and it wasn't even linked to whatever post that this guy said it was linked to. It just was the exact same name and level. So it was a complete scam. So I talked to this supposed Steam rep employee, and he was like, I will make sure and verify your items. Please send me your items so I can verify them so they are good for trade. And so I told the guy I was trading with, not the Valve or Steam rep employee, that this guy was a scammer, and the guy usually would go, just trade him, or, you know, are you kidding, bro, or something like that. But I actually responded differently, and he said something along the lines of, oh my goodness, I didn't expect that. Why don't you trade it via OP skins so that we can have an easier scam-free trade history? Which didn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I was like, okay. So I blocked and deleted the Steam rep employee, whatever he was trying to impersonate. And he sent me his OP skins bot account that supposedly would verify the item to make sure it was quote-unquote legit. And so before the trade proceeded, and this was about an hour and a half after me asking questions and, you know, really harassing the guy on what makes you want to trade, what do you like about TF2, and it just kind of shows how heartless they can be in trying to, you know, oh, I like this part, and they try to make some sort of emotional connection based off of a friendship, and it's really insidious. And so at this point, I said, I want to make sure you're not just trying to scam me, and he said, okay, what do you want me to do? So I told him to send me any item in his inventory to make sure he was a quote-unquote legit player. And about half an hour later, I was expecting to get deleted and blocked and to go like, haha, noob, get reported to Steam rep. But I got this ad by this different user with a privated profile that sent me a trade offer with a Demo Man cosmetic worth about 1.1 when refined, totally free. And it was at this point I accepted the trade. He wanted me to go through with the OP Skins bot, which I looked on Steep Rep, and it also happened to be banned and listed as a Steam Rep scammer. And that's when I knew this guy was a scammer that went all the way to give me an item just to get my Gibus. And that's when I blocked him, deleted, and reported him. And that is the story of how I scammed a scammer. So what did I really earn in this situation? Well, I lost about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of time, but I figured that any time spent with me means that they're going to spend less time pursuing a vulnerable person with a TF2 item or a CSGO item, and they're spending less time trying to scam someone else and wasting time with me. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought you guys would find this story great because a lot of people have been scammed and they want to get back at scammers, and I don't really recommend that at all because that's not right, but reporting. So that's my story. Let me know what your guys' experience have been with scammers. I will be posting more videos this week. I love your faces, and I will see you guys very soon.